Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started. This is the benchmark 2 because we are in fall. So we're gonna start off with number 1. All of these have 1 to 2. So as I solve 1, the same steps are used to solve the second problem. It tells us find the midpoint. If we're trying to find out our equation is given from x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. The reason this is our equation is think about it as the 2 points. You're adding the 2 distances together and then dividing by 2 to end up somewhere in the middle. Well, you end up in the middle. Label your points x1, y1, x2, y2. Now that we've labeled our points, I can go ahead and replace the values there. x1 is 10 plus x2 is 2. y1 is 3. y2 is 7. We can simplify this. 10 plus 2, 12. What's 12 divided by 2? 6. 3 plus 7, 10 divided by 2, 5. We can see that our answer is A. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one, but we solve the same thing using the same steps for number 2. Number 3. We're given the midpoint M, and it's somewhere between A and B, right? It's in the middle. We're given a coordinate, so the end of it, and we want to figure out what B is. If you need a visual, this won't be a truly accurate visual, but it gets the idea. This is A, this is B, and M is in the middle. Okay? The reason this isn't a true visual is because it might be turned like this. We still don't know yet. But we have an equation that we can use. 2 xm minus x1. 2 ym minus y1. What do you think that m stands for? Midpoint. So we can plug in our values. 2 times 0 minus, look, another point, so we can label it x1, y1, 8. Okay? 2 times the midpoint, 4, minus 7. Let's simplify. 2 times 0, 0, minus 8, negative 8. 2 times 4, 8, minus 7, 1. What is our answer here? A again. Okay? We do the exact same steps to do number 4. Let's go ahead and look at number 5. Okay? Since I don't have that many highlighters, I'm gonna for sure label. But this one is gonna be our long equation, okay? It's the one that we had on our test, and it is provided to you on the reference sheet in the front. We have x1 plus a plus b, x2 minus x1, comma, the same thing we just did here. Instead of x, now we do the y. y1 plus a plus b, y2 minus y1. For this kind of problem, whenever we're partitioning the segment, it is extremely important to do it in order. We're told from this point to this point. So that means this has to be our first point. This has to be our second point. And then our ratio, that's where we get A and B from. A to B. And we can plug in all our values now. X1 is -8. A is 2. 2 plus 1. X2, 7. Minus X1 is -8. I'm going to put it in parentheses so it's visually seen that it was negative. Y1, -3, plus 2 plus 1. Y2, we got 9. And then we got minus Y1, which is -3. If you type this into the calculator, you will get your answer. However, we're going to pretend like we don't have a calculator, okay? Let's simplify. -8 plus 2/3. A double negative is a positive, so 7 plus 8 is going to give us 15. Let's keep simplifying. -3 plus 2/3. 9 double negative 3, so 9 plus 3 is 12. We can solve this in 2 more steps, but we're going to go ahead and simplify at the same time. What is 2/3 of 15? 5, 10, 15, so 10. What's 10 minus 8? 2. What is 2/3 of 12? 4, 8, 12. So 8 minus 3, 5. So our answer is A again. We would solve it the same way for our next problems. Let's go ahead and look at number 7. Number 7 is a distance equation, so once you have your numbers down, let's label them x1, y1, x2, y2. You just look at your reference chart and you see what the equation for distance is. Our equation for distance is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Plug in your numbers. X2 is 6, so 6 minus x1, 1 squared plus y2, we got -4. Y1 is 1. Wait. Y1, I'm sorry, 8. Okay? So we got 8 right here. Squared. Okay? Not forgetting our square root. You can plug this into the calculator and get your answer instantly, but we're going to keep simplifying by hand. This one becomes 5 squared plus -4 minus 8, -12 squared. Make sure that it stays in parentheses, okay? And then if you're truly doing it by hand, we get 25 because 5 squared, 5 times 5. Here we got -12 times -12, which is a positive 144. Okay? We end up with the square root of 169 when we combine those two. I don't have space here, so I'll write it over here. The square root of 169 is 13. Are there any questions? You can pause the video if you need to. Okay, let's go ahead and look at number 9. It's parallel, so once we figure out the slope of the standard form, we got it. We got ax plus by is equal to c. You can get y by itself, or every time you do that step, in order to get the slope, you can get m is equal to negative a over b. Let's get our values. X, a. There's nothing in front of x, so we assume there's 1. There's nothing in front of y, so we assume there's 1 there. Positive ones. Sorry for the negative. What's negative 1 divided by 1? Just negative 1. It's parallel, so we don't have to do anything else, okay? Let's go ahead and look at number 11. Number 11, we have it as perpendicular. So we're going to first identify the slope of this one first. Okay? We got the ax plus by is equal to c. M is equal to negative a over b, which is a is 1, so negative 1. The negative is outside, but we know it will be negative 1. Here, b is 3, negative 3. The negative is tied to it. What's a double negative? A positive, so we get 1/3. But because it's perpendicular, we're going to do something called the opposite reciprocal. So 1/3. What's the opposite of 1/3? Positive 1/3 turns to negative 1/3. Okay? And then we do something called the reciprocal. Okay? In the reciprocal, you essentially flip the sign. Okay? You flip the actual fraction. So instead of it being negative 1/3, it should be negative 3 over 1. And we can simplify that to negative 3. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. So this is up to question 11. The next part is going to start in number 13.